angle, you can see the water that's flowing is the water that we saw flowing from the main house. So this is an ABS pipe, and what it looks like is they had your old sewer main, and they cut a small section out of it, put in a Y to add a new pipe for the back house. So the only section of this pipe has been replaced is this very small section where they installed this Y. So as we pull it back from there, this pipe continues on to be cast iron. Like I was telling you before, I don't know if you could see it, but this is supposed to be a round hole, but the bottom half of it is flattened out completely.
So the camera's turned, so
yeah, this is the water. This is where the water's flowing. Is the bottom of the pipe here. But you can see that almost 40% of the pipe is filled with rust. As we pull it back, this pipe is running from where my tool was originally towards the house, where your shutoff valve is for your house. I don't know, you know where that is in the front? So it's basically a straight shot to go under the house, and then it goes under the footing. So as we pull it back, you can just see that it's the original pipe.
And the pipe is
cast iron. Right. So as we pull it back, this pipe goes underneath the footing. And you can see you have some root intrusions in it as well. You can see the pipes closing off. So it would be my recommendation to change the pipe on the outside of the footing where the trees and roots are. Under the house is not as bad. It is still an old pipe, but to get to that pipe and to dig it up under the house would be a major job. For us to be able to dig a hole in front of the house through the water main, dig a hole near the sidewalk, and then a third hole would have to be dug where that Y connection is so we could reconnect it. And we would then do what's called a trenchless pipe bursting method, where we would just dig 3 holes, send a cable underneath. We'd expose both pipes so we're able to see both ends of it, stick a cable through it, grab onto an arrowhead, and pull that arrowhead through the pipe. And the arrowhead is larger than a pipe, and what it does is it bursts it out. And when it breaks it out, on the back side of that arrowhead is a 30-foot piece of pipe. So what we do is we break out the existing pipe while feeding a new one through, which allows us to change the pipe without digging up your whole entire front yard. Yeah. And then once that pipe is in there, we go back in and we dig the hole where the ADU is connected. We cut a pipe out and we reconnect it so it's all connected.
And so it's much less expensive and safer to not dig a trench to get to it.
Well, the trench would be days and days of work, and this is And then once we have that pipe replaced from the house to the sidewalk, we would then do what's called an epoxy lining from the sidewalk to the city connection, which is basically putting a stent, like people put in their hearts, into the existing pipe. Basically, we put in a long sock, like a sock material. Toe is closed off, the other side is open. We put epoxy in there and we fill it up. We take the tip of the sock and we turn it inside out like you would a sock onto your arm, and we shove it all the way into the city sewer, or close to the city sewer. We then take our arm out, we put a balloon in there, and we expand it. And now the epoxy's on the outside and the inside is plastic. And once the epoxy gets hard, we pop the balloon and remove it, and then you have a brand new pipe inside of your existing pipe without digging up the street. And what that does is that makes this pipe completely brand new from the footing all the way to the city connection with 3 holes.
By the way, all of this is expected.
Yeah.
There's nothing he's saying that...
Yeah, we do this all the time.
John and I had to do it for our 1934
There you go.
And he did it for us.
So
but he had to do a trench. They could dig down 7 feet.
Yeah, yours was near that fireplace in the back.
It's gone now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, there's a guest house there now.
We were saving it. We dug around it, right?
Yeah.
So as we get closer to under the house, this pipe you can see is ABS, it's plastic, and it looks like some of the pipe under the house, at least on this side, has been replaced to ABS, which is good news. So you got about a good 20 feet of pipe under the house that's new.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yes, there's been some repairs on this house.
I'm happy to say.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Neal's kept the house in great condition.
Very good condition. for 100
Gotta
feet.
get out of the-
No problem. You go ahead. We'll discuss more in a minute.